Elsa, do you need anything? Anna asked. I'm okay, Elsa replied. I've never seen you so protective of your sister, Rapunzel said to Anna. I just want to help her as much as I can because of what happened, Anna replied. The day before, Elsa had been injured while fighting Prince Hans. She hurt her arm and her leg. Her arm was feeling better, but not her leg. Her leg was broken. Ever since Anna pretty much wouldn't leave her sister's side, Rapunzel turned to Varian, who seemed to be working on something. What are you doing? Rapunzel asked. I'm making a necklace for Olivia. If she likes it better than the one that's erasing her memory, then she'll have to take off her current necklace to switch them, which would bring back her memory, Varian explained. That sounds like a great idea, Rapunzel exclaimed. Suddenly, Adira ran into the room. What's going on? Samantha asked. The Southern Isles is attacking, Adira exclaimed. Let's go, Elsa exclaimed. You can't go, Cassandra pointed to Elsa's leg. I'll stay with Elsa, Anna said. No, I'll be fine. Arendelle needs you, Elsa said. The rest of the group left. Elsa wished she could help them fight, but all she could do was sit and watch. The group ran outside as fast as they could. Hans, what do you want? Anna asked. And where is Olivia? Varian asked. I can't tell you where she is. Andrew says that if you find her, he'll lose yet another alchemist, Hans replied. Rapunzel activated the sundrop. She was ready to fight. Hans took out his sword. Cassandra activated the moonstone. Hans swung his sword. Adira blocked his shot and pushed them away. Hans used his new powers to blast the group. Rapunzel used her hair to catch the blast and send it towards Hans. Hans tried to run away, but he couldn't. He was knocked down and landed in the bushes. Samantha threw a lightning bolt at Andrew. This one was lowered to the ground, and Andrew jumped right over it. Cassandra took out her sword. As soon as she did, Hans came out of the bushes and blasted the sword, which shattered it. Cassandra created a new sword with the black rocks. She was ready to fight. Elsa looked out the window. She could see the fight from where she was. At this point, everyone was fighting someone else. Elsa wished she could help her friends. She used her powers to create something that she could use to help her walk. Her arm still hurt a bit, but not like before. She was able to get herself onto a balcony where she could see better. Outside the castle, everyone was struggling to fight Hans and his team. Hans, you need to put an end to this war, Anna exclaimed. Once I win, I will, Hans replied. Hey, where's your sister? Andrew asked. My sister has been injured, and it's all because of this ridiculous war. Anna looked at Hans as she said it because she was not happy with him. Meanwhile, Adira was struggling to fight one of the soldiers from the Southern Isles. The soldier swung his sword, causing Adira's sword to fall on a black rock and be destroyed. Help! My sword has been destroyed, Adira called. Samantha ran over to help. She made lightning strike and hit the ground, causing the soldier Adira was fighting to jump back and fall over. Cassandra created another sword with the black rocks and tossed it to Adira. Rapunzel wrapped her hair around the soldier she was fighting. She then knocked him into another soldier and they both fell over. Elsa saw it all happen from the balcony. There has to be a way I can help them, she said. She went back inside the castle and sat down. She would find a way to help her friends. Samantha, help! Ashley called. What do you need? Samantha asked. She saw that her cousin was struggling to fight one of Hans's guards. I don't have good fighting skills, Ashley said. Samantha threw a lightning bolt at the guard. He dodged it, but slipped and fell over. How did that guard slip on ice if Elsa isn't here? Samantha pointed to what made the guard slip. Maybe Varian made it with his alchemy, Ashley said. Meanwhile, Rapunzel was fighting Andrew. How did you escape jail anyway? Rapunzel asked after ducking under to avoid being hit by his sword. He had been locked up in Corona after his last attempt to take over. It doesn't matter, but I know for a fact I won't be locked up again, Andrew replied, on a struggle to fight Hans. It really wasn't easy now that he had powers. She dodged his magic blasts. This would be easier if I had powers of my own, Anna whispered to herself. Hans threw another spell blast at her. It almost hit her, but she was able to move to the side at just the right time. Not so easy without your sister's help, is it? Hans asked. I'm still mad at you for what happened to her, Anna exclaimed. After Hans threw his next blast, ice shot from somewhere and froze his magic. It fell and nothing happened. I forgot you made ice with your alchemy, Cassandra said after knocking over the guard she was fighting. I didn't throw anything, Varian said. Then who did it? Elsa's not here, Samantha said. Hans used magic to push Anna into a black rock. Ice came out of nowhere and pushed Anna away, making her land in a pile of snow. Leave my sister alone, Elsa shouted and walked up. Anna saw that Elsa had made herself something to help her walk, but she was in no condition to fight. Elsa, what are you doing here? Anna asked. I'm helping you beat Hans, Elsa replied. Elsa, you're hurt. If you fight, you could make it worse, Rapunzel warned. Go back inside, Eugene instructed. We have everything under control, Adira said. Hans blasted Varian with his magic. Elsa used her powers to block Hans's shot. Elsa, go. We'll be fine, Anna insisted. Didn't you say before that you were fine? Kristoff asked. I know, but I really want to help, Elsa said. That's fine, but it's still risky with your injury, Anna said. Rapunzel walked up. I'll take her inside. No, you're needed to help fight. I'm not very good at fighting. I'll go, Ashley said. She went inside with Elsa. Everyone else kept fighting Hans and his men. Why do you want to help so badly? Ashley asked when she and Elsa made it inside. I guess I just felt like I was endangering everyone if I didn't help. And Anna's my sister. I want to be by her side, Elsa replied. I get it. Samantha and I used to never leave each other's side until she began to fear her powers, Ashley said. That's how it was with me and Anna, Elsa said. You know, there probably are ways you can help Anna even though you're injured, Ashley said. How? Elsa asked. Before Ashley could answer, the girls heard a crash. I think something's going on in the library, Elsa exclaimed. Ashley ran in there to check it out. Meanwhile, the rest of the group was still fighting Hans. Rapunzel tried to take the wristband Hans had so that Cassandra destroy it, which would make Hans lose his magic. Cassandra knocked Andrew over with the black rocks. I was hoping we wouldn't have to fight. But of course you had to help Arendelle fight the Southern Isles, Andrew complained. Whatever. If you don't want to fight, then next time you see Olivia, take that necklace off her, Cassandra said. Never, Andrew replied. Okay then, Cassandra made more rocks. Rapunzel grabbed Hans's wristband with her hair. What are you doing? He asked. Rapunzel tried to pull the wristband off. Hans fought back by knocking Rapunzel into Anna. Both girls fell over. What are we going to do? Anna asked. We'll figure something out, Rapunzel said. Samantha used her powers to make a huge lightning bolt strike the ground. By doing this, Hans and Andrew were forced to leave with their soldiers. As they ran away, Olivia came from outside the castle. Olivia, please just take that necklace off. It's clouding your mind, Varian warned. You just want to do to me what everyone else has done, Olivia exclaimed and ran away. Elsa and Ashley came outside. What are you doing here? Anna asked. While we were inside, we found out that the attack was only a setup so they could have Olivia steal information from us, Elsa explained. Do you know what kind of information? Adira asked. All I know is that she was carrying books she took from the library, Ashley replied. She was carrying something that looked like blueprints, Varian pointed out. Blueprints? Hans and the others may be trying to take over the castle, Elsa exclaimed. He must want Arendelle to believe that he's their king, Anna said. But the whole kingdom saw you save Elsa from Hans. I don't think they'll believe it, Kristoff said. I think Hans wants everyone to believe that we're bad because we're working with villains, Rapunzel said. But all of Corona saw his team with Cassandra and Varian, Eugene said. Cassandra deactivated the moonstone. Maybe he wants us in jail, she said. Why? You can easily break out, Elsa pointed out. Either way, we have to stop this war, Anna exclaimed. We will, Rapunzel exclaimed. I know we can.